Hey everyone, welcome to Earth Giants. Today we're looking at scary 8 most scary dinosaurs that ever walked the earth. While Tyrannosaurus rex is often seen as the king of dinosaurs, several lesser-known species were arguably even more terrifying. Here are 8 of the scariest dinosaurs ever to roam the planet. Number 8. Perhaps the greatest of all scary dinosaurs is the recently red-hot. A recent study published in 2021 by researchers from the University of Portsmouth and others has revealed that Spinosaurus was the largest known carnivorous dinosaur on Earth, growing up to 18 meters long and weighing over 10 tons. That makes it slightly larger than its rival, Tyrannosaurus rex. The dino first appeared in the Middle Jurassic period about 145 million years ago and lived until the end of the Cretaceous period, 66 million years ago. It was given the name Spinosaurus because of the huge sail-shaped spine that ran down its back, which paleontologists think may have been used for display or to help with balance while walking, running, or swimming. But perhaps the scariest aspect of the predator is that unlike the lumbering T-Rex, it was semi-aquatic. This means that it spent time in the water hunting for fish, instead of relying only on land-based prey. Its elongated skull, crocodile-like snout, conical teeth, and powerful jaws would have allowed the dinosaur to easily snatch fish out of the water, just like today's pelicans. As such, the dino was not only a terror on land, but also in rivers and shallow waters. No, 7 theories. Tyrannosaurus was an odd-looking beast. The herbivorous dino stood over 30 feet tall, had a long neck, was covered in feathers, and sported extremely long, sharp claws, the longest of any animal ever found, measuring 70 centimeters each. The dino lived in what is now China during the late Cretaceous period between 70 and 66 million years ago. The name Tyrannosaurus comes from the Greek word theroi, meaning beast, and xenos, meaning having a sickle. Its most striking feature is the 3-toed hands, which were so long they may have been used as weapons for slashing at predators trying to get too close. It wasn't related to the much smaller velociraptor, despite the fact that both had feathers and 3-toed hands. Instead, it was closely related to the Like other sauropods, it had a very long neck and tail, but its head was relatively small. Given its height, its claws may have also served as hooks, allowing it to grip branches while feeding on the foliage at the tops of trees. Number 6. Dilophosaurus. Dilophosaurus was a kind of meat-eating dinosaur that lived in what is now North America during the early Jurassic period, roughly 200 million years ago. It was one of the first animals to ever be cloned by humans, appearing in the first Jurassic Park movie. However, the Hollywood version of the dinosaur is inaccurate. In reality, Dilophosaurus was a large, swift predator reaching lengths of over 6 meters and possessing a pair of twin crests on its head. It also had a long mouth lined with serrated teeth designed for slashing at prey. The dinosaur's fossils were found in Ghost Ranch, New Mexico in 1941. The animal was named by paleontologist Samuel Powell, who believed it could walk and run bipedally on 2 legs. And according to his description, the dino weighed around 300 kilograms and was 6 meters long in 2014. However, a new study revealed that the animal was probably closer to 2.5 meters tall and weighed about 635 kilograms. Still, there is some debate over the validity of this research, with others suggesting that the dinosaur may have been even larger than previously thought. Either way, the dino was a true monster of the American Southwest. Number 5. Carnotaurus was a genus of horned dinosaur that lived in what is now South America during the late Cretaceous period. There are 2 species of Carnotaurus. Both species share the same basic characteristics. They had tiny arms, lightweight bodies, powerful legs, and 2 devil-like horns on the top of their heads. They had a length of about 8 meters and weighed between 2.5 and 3.5 tons. Fossils of these dinosaurs have been found in Patagonia, Argentina. The name Carnotaurus means meat-eating bull, which seems appropriate given its short, stubby arms and bulky body. However, the arms were actually quite useful, as the dino could use them to hold its prey steady, while it tore into it with its powerful jaws and teeth. Carnotaurus is an example of convergent evolution. It evolved along the same lines as other theropods, yet developed many similarities with other dinosaurs that evolved separately. For example, it shares many characteristics with Ceratopsidae, a group of horned dinosaurs from North America. This suggests that the Carnotaurus may have adapted to its environment in response to similar selective pressures acting on other horned dinosaurs. As such, it is possible that Carnotaurus was built for speed and delivered deadly headfirst strikes. Unfortunately, the poor eyesight caused by its small eye sockets suggests that the dinosaur may have been near, otherwise it would have been virtually unstoppable. Number 4. Carcharodontosaurus. Carcharodontosaurus, nicknamed the shark-toothed lizard, was a gigantic carnivorous dinosaur that lived in what is now North Africa during the late Cretaceous period. It was about the same size as Tyrannosaurus rex, weighing approximately 1.8 tons and measuring around 30 meters long. However, the North African dino was sleeker, more agile, and faster than its counterpart. It also had enormous serrated teeth that enabled it to inflict deep puncture wounds on its prey. According to paleontologist Matthew Lamina, The dinosaur's teeth were better suited for tearing flesh than crushing bones. In addition, C. megalodontosaurus did not possess the bone-crushing ability of T-Rex. This means that North African dino would have opted for a different hunting strategy. Rather than delivering one fatal bite, it would have inflicted multiple slicing bites on its victim, causing severe bleeding, eventually leading to death. Considering its imposing features, including its massive jaws and razor-sharp teeth, the predator must have been quite a sight to behold. No. 3. Baryonyx was a large carnivorous dinosaur that lived in what is now England during the late Cretaceous period. It was a type of hadrosaur, which was a group of aquatic dinosaurs adapted for life near water. The dino was first identified in 1983 based on fossil remains discovered at the Surrey Docks in London. These remains included a complete skeleton with the skull and jaw still attached. It was one of the last dinosaurs to be identified in Britain. The name Baryonyx comes from the Greek words beries, meaning heavy, and onyx, meaning fingernail. The reference here is the dinosaur's enormous claw, which measured about 30 centimeters long. The dino was a fish-eating predator that used its large, curved claw to catch and tear apart fish. The discovery of fossilized fish bones in its stomach confirmed this theory. It is believed that Baryonyx hunted fish in rivers and shallow waters, standing on its hind legs and using its forelimbs to stir up the water and scoop up prey. Alternatively, it may have waded into the water and used its large claw to grab fish. One of the most complete Baryonyx skeletons was found in 2014 in the Isle of Wight, southern England. The individual was nicknamed the Shep after the farmer who first discovered the fossil. The Shep was an adult female who died at around 30 years of age. She was about 10 meters long and weighed over 1.5 tons. Overall, Baryonyx was a true monster of the ancient waterways. Number 2. Maposaurus was a genus of carnivorous dinosaur that lived in what is now Argentina during the late Cretaceous period. It was a relative of Giganotosaurus and one of the largest carnivorous dinosaurs ever discovered. Fossils of Maposaurus have been found in the Bajo de la Carpa Formation in Argentina. These fossils include several skeletons, some of which were found together, indicating that these dinosaurs may have hunted in packs. The discovery of these fossils provided valuable insights into the behavior and ecology of these giant predators. The name Maposaurus means fierce lizard. The species is Mroz, named after the paleontologist who discovered it. Maposaurus was a huge, powerful predator that likely fed on gigantic prey, such as its skull was narrow and elongated, with sharp serrated teeth for catching and tearing up prey. It had short, robust limbs with sharp claws for gripping and holding onto slippery prey. The dinosaur's back was adorned with large spines that extended beyond the end of its tail. These spines were connected by a thin membrane, forming a sail-like structure. The purpose of this structure is unknown, but it is thought to have played a role in display or communication. Despite its size, Maposaurus was surprisingly agile and could move quickly despite its bulk. This agility would have been useful when hunting large prey, as it would have allowed the dino to time out its prey before delivering the fatal blow. Number 1. Allosaurus. The Allosaurus was one of the most widespread and successful carnivores of the Jurassic period. It was a large, powerful predator with a long, slender body and a long neck. Its skull was narrow with sharp, serrated teeth for catching and tearing up prey. It had short, robust limbs with sharp claws for gripping and holding on to slippery prey. The Allosaurus was a highly efficient hunter that was able to take down large prey. It was also a very intelligent animal and was capable of planning ahead when necessary. It was also a social animal and often hunted in groups. We hope you enjoyed learning about some of the scariest dinosaurs that ever roamed the earth. Did you know about any of these terrifying beasts before watching this video? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing videos. See ya.